These three words will manifest your dreams into reality. The power of three. How simple words can transform your reality. What if I told you that everything you've ever wanted, your deepest dreams, your boldest aspirations, your most cherished goals, could be within reach through the power of just three carefully chosen words? It sounds almost too simple to be true, doesn't it? In a world obsessed with complex strategies, elaborate plans, and endless self-help formulas, the idea that three words could hold the key to manifesting your dreams might seem naive. But here's what most people don't understand. The universe responds not to complexity, but to clarity. Not to lengthy affirmations, but to focused intention. Your subconscious mind is listening to every word you speak, every thought you think, and every belief you hold. When you consistently focus your energy on the right three words, words that align with your deepest desires and highest potential, you begin to rewire your entire reality from the inside out. These aren't just any three words picked at random. They're specific, intentional, and scientifically backed by decades of research in neuroscience, quantum physics, and the psychology of human potential. They work by activating the reticular activating system in your brain, the same mechanism that helps you notice red cars everywhere once you decide you want to buy one. Tonight, I'm going to share with you the exact three-word formula that has transformed the lives of thousands of people around the world. People who were stuck in careers they hated, relationships that drained them, and financial situations that kept them up at night. People just like you, who dared to believe that their dreams were not just possible, but inevitable. Are you ready to discover what those three words are? These three words, when truly understood and applied, will transform your life beyond recognition. They are not mystical incantations or ancient formulas. They are as practical as breathing, as fundamental as thought itself. The three words are, I am that. Now, before you dismiss this as too simple, let me tell you why these three words contain more power than all the rituals, ceremonies, and elaborate techniques ever devised by man. For in these three words lies the very essence of the creative principle that governs all manifestation, the foundation of all creation. You see, my friends, creation is finished. Everything that ever was, is, or shall be already exists in the eternal now. The Bible tells us that God finished his work and rested on the seventh day, not because he was tired, but because there was nothing left to create. All possibilities, all realities, all dreams exist simultaneously in what I call the dimensionally greater world. But here's the key. You are not separate from this creative power. You are this power. The I am that you feel within yourself is not your physical body, not your personality, not your history. It is the very presence of God individualized as you. When Moses asked God for his name at the burning bush, what was the answer? I am that I am, not I was or I will be, but I am. Present tense, eternal present. And this same I am is your true identity, the power of I am that. Now, when you say I am, you are invoking the creative principle. But most people unknowingly complete this statement with their current circumstances. I am poor, I am sick, I am lonely, I am unsuccessful. And the law, being impersonal and perfect, responds by perpetuating these states. But when you consciously complete the statement with I am that, meaning, I am that which I desire to be, you align yourself with the reality you wish to experience. You're not trying to become something. You're recognizing that you already are that something in the realm of imagination, which is the real and only creative state. Let me give you an example. Suppose you desire wealth. Instead of affirming I will be wealthy or I want to be wealthy, you simply rest in the feeling of I am that. I am wealthy. Not trying to be, not hoping to be, not working to become, but I am, right now in this eternal moment, that which I desire to be. The three-step process. Here's how you apply these three words practically. First, enter into a drowsy, sleepy state. This is crucial because it bypasses the conscious mind's tendency to argue with your desired state. Neville called this the state akin to sleep, where the critical faculty is subdued. Second, assume the feeling of already being what you desire to be. Don't visualize from the outside looking in. Step into the experience. If you desire a new home, don't see yourself looking at a house. Feel yourself in that house, touching the walls, sensing the space around you, experiencing it as present reality. Third, simply rest in the knowing I am that. Feel it, know it, accept it as present fact. You're not trying to make something happen. You're recognizing what already is in the infinite field of possibilities. The biblical foundation. The Bible is not history, my friends, it is psychology. It's the story of the human soul and its journey of awakening to its divine nature. When Jesus said, "Before Abraham was, I am," he wasn't making a historical statement. He was revealing the eternal nature of consciousness, that the I am exists before and beyond all temporal conditions. And when he said, "Whatsoever you ask in prayer, believing, you have received it, and it shall be yours," he was teaching the same principle. The receiving happens in consciousness first, in the feeling of already having, of already being. I am that. The parable of the barren fig tree that Jesus cursed is particularly revealing. The tree had leaves but no fruit. It appeared to be something it was not. Jesus, representing awakened consciousness, rejected the false appearance and spoke to the tree's true nature. The next day, the tree had withered from the root up. This is what happens when consciousness withdraws its support from any false state. Common mistakes and how to avoid them. Many people fail with these principles because they approach them from a state of lack. They say, "I am that," while feeling desperate, anxious, or needy. But consciousness doesn't respond to your words. It responds to your feeling, your inner state. You must cultivate the feeling of satisfaction, of already having, of being fulfilled. This is what Neville called the feeling of the wish fulfilled. It's not excitement or desire. Those imply separation from what you want. It's the calm, natural feeling of already possessing, of already being. Another mistake is trying to figure out how your desire will manifest. Your job is not to be the director of the process. Your job is to be the state. When you truly embody I am that, the how takes care of itself through what appears to be natural means. The test of faith now, your senses and your reason will argue with you. They'll point to your current circumstances and say, "But look at the facts." This is the test. Do you remain faithful to your inner conviction, or do you bow to the evidence of the senses? Remember, imagination is the only reality. What you see with your physical eyes is the outpicturing of past imaginal acts. It's old news. When you remain loyal to your new state, I am that, the outer world must eventually conform to the inner conviction. This is not positive thinking or wishful thinking. This is understanding the fundamental nature of reality. Consciousness is the only reality, and all else is its manifestation. Living from the end. The secret is to live from the end, not to the end. Don't live as someone trying to become wealthy. Live as someone who is wealthy. Don't live as someone seeking love. Live as someone who is loved. This is what it means to walk by faith and not by sight. When you truly embody I am that, you'll find that your actions naturally align with your assumed state. You'll think the thoughts, speak the words, and take the actions that are natural to your new self-concept. But these actions flow from the state, not toward it. The promise, my friends, I make you this promise. If you will take these 3 words, I am that, and apply them with feeling and persistence, your world will change. Not because you're manipulating some external force, but because you're aligning with your true nature as the operant power of God. You are not a victim of circumstances. You are not at the mercy of fate. You are the creator of your experience, and these 3 words are your creative tool. Use them wisely. Use them persistently. Use them with feeling. And remember, God's promise to man is that man shall be as God, a creator, an imaginer, a manifester of realities. You don't need permission to be what you desire to be. You don't need to earn it or deserve it. You need only to assume it, to feel it, to know it. I am that. The kingdom of heaven is within you, and you enter it not through prayer or petition, but through assumption. Assume you are what you want to be, feel it as true, persist in that assumption despite contrary evidence, and watch as your world reshapes itself to match your inner conviction. These 3 words, I am that, are your key to every door, your solution to every problem, your answer to every desire. They are the secret that the mystics have hidden in plain sight throughout the ages. Tonight, as you prepare for sleep, remember, you are not going to become anything. You are right now that which you desire to be. Feel it, know it, live it. I am that. In love and truth, this is the promise and the power within you. It's been absolutely wonderful having you join us today. If you found this video valuable, please hit that like button and subscribe for more life-affirming content. Remember, your presence makes a difference. See you in the next adventure.